welcome back to another episode of Creating Change. My name is Jillian Walsh. I'm a registered dietitian as well as a registered psychotherapist qualifying here in Canada. And today I want to talk to you all about nutrition labels, specifically how we can use them in eating disorder recovery. So first off, let's talk about what are nutrition labels. These are going to be those little white and black boxes on the side of any food that comes in a package. And now with the, uptick in data online, with apps, with websites, basically you can get a nutrition label for any sort of food, even if it's fresh produce, if it is animal protein. These days it doesn't matter. You can find a nutrition label for basically anything. Now, on top of nutrition labels, there's going to be different claims on the side of products. You might see things such as low fat, fat-free, no sugar added, great source of fiber. There's all kinds of marketing logos or marketing gimmicks, for lack of a better word, on these products. And it's really tricky because it's so heavily steeped in diet culture, and yet a lot of folks don't know that. All somebody has to do is head to a grocery store, look in the yogurt aisle, look in the juice aisle, look in the sour cream, in the cheeses, and there's all kinds of labeling here that can make it very confusing. So the big piece I want you to know is that labels, nutrition labels in particular, can be off by up to 30%. Consider that when you are making decisions based on 30, 40, 50 calories, a handful of grams of fat, protein, carbohydrates, sugar. Is it that important if it can be up to a 30% discrepancy on a nutrition label? And more importantly, should we really be making big decisions on how we're fueling our body, how we're feeding our body, how we decide to nourish our bodies based on math? And it's kind of junk math, right? It doesn't overly make sense. So consider that. Are nutrition labels accurate? Are they important? And what role are they playing for you in eating disorder recovery? So for folks that we work with, we always recommend avoiding nutrition labels, at least in the beginning stages of eating disorder recovery. Secondly, remember that context is key. Think about what is on the nutrition labels and why. If something's being highlighted as no sugar added or zero fat or low fat, why? Why is that on the front of the product? Is it because it's important, or is it because that's what gets that product to sell? We have to remember it's multi-billion-dollar industries that are in food production and food sales. So of course there's going to be underlying reasons that labels and these statements are on your food. The last piece is to remember that it's really important to look at food in the bigger picture. We don't want to get caught up in the minutia, in the small little details that are really based on a foundation that's flawed. Because at the end of the day, that math isn't accurate if it's up to 30% discrepant or off, right? Just doesn't make sense. So instead, look at food in the bigger picture. Try and model your eating off of folks around you, those regular eaters that you know have a positive relationship with food. It's really helpful to instead zoom out. Instead of being really particular about every single bite of food that goes into your mouth, try and look at the big picture. Take it meal by meal, snack by snack, day by day, and try not to get caught up in the details, because the details are simply not accurate. At the end of the day, when you have these thoughts, these feelings, these behaviors that may come to the surface because of the information you're absorbing from nutrition labels, consider who benefits. Is it you, your well brain, that benefits? Is it the eating disorder brain that benefits? Or is it the food and beverage industry? Because you are investing your money into these diet products. And it's a very, very difficult road to travel if you continue to invest in the diet products, because the more money that goes into them, the more that start to pop up. So we want you to use a very critical lens the next time you're at the grocery store, the next time you're making decisions at a restaurant, at a takeout facility, even at a friend's home. Try and avoid considering nutrition labels and instead look at food in a bigger picture. Remember to zoom out and consider what is the big picture for your recovery. At the end of the day, try and make as many decisions as you can using your well brain, because that's how you're going to crowd out the eating disorder. And that's what we're here for. All right, folks, I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, as always, you can always reach out for a free 15-minute consultation call with myself. I am the clinical lead at Change Creates Change Eating Disorder Care, and you can book that in the link in the description below. I'd love to see you subscribe to our channel, and please hit the bell so that you receive notifications every week when we release a new video. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you again soon.